The following is a short tutorial on how to effectively link lessons from the OERB, which are the lessons that are organized within the carousels, into your news posts, such as these lessons right here. The benefits of doing this inside of here is there's less navigation for students. They'll just be able to click on that and go directly to the activity. If they go into the learning carousels, you'll have to instruct them to go into each of the different folders and search through the activities. So when we're looking for just more efficiency, this would be the one. So I'm going to use this one as an example, comparing and ordering fractions, right? If that's the lesson that I'm interested in bringing in and having it right into my news, I'll show you the steps in order to do that. To start, we're going to use the Content Browser tool. The Content Browser tool lets us house a variety of different links, files into folders, right? So when I go into Content Browser field, you'll see that I've created a folder called OERB. To create folders, you just add a module. So inside add a module, I just went OERB. So once I'm inside the OERB, if I wanted to, I could say this is going to be number sense, right? So, and this will create me a submodule, and I can create as many folders within folders as I want. But to put this inside of the OERB, what we need to do is go new news item. And inside here, you'll see the different options. This is the one you need to remember to use, create a file. Basically, what create a file is when you click on it, it's essentially the exact same thing as creating a news post. Now, we can put those OERB resources right into our news post. The problem with that is they start automatically, some of them, and then what ends up happening is as soon as you turn your page on, or every time you turn your page on, they talk to you automatically, and it gets annoying, right? So this way you have control over when the student clicks on it, they'll go to a separate page and then it will start. So to do this, we're going to click on Insert Stuff. At the bottom of Insert Stuff, you're going to see there's an OERB button. They've just changed this OERB setup to this new look. So you're going to see that generally what I like to do before I start is drag it down, just gives me a little more room. And at the top, I can do a simple search. So for instance, I can go in here and I can call it comparing fractions, right? And I think it was grade 5, right? And so I can do a simple search. So I'm using the title from the learning carousel and I'm looking in here. One thing I like to do is I like to always click on resource type filters and go interactive. This is how to get these interactive ones that kids can do it in that home page. So from this one, it's clips, fractions. That's not the one we're doing. These are by clips. These are by clips. Mathematics, comparing and ordering fractions. That was the one that was inside the carousel. So if that's the one I like, I can preview it just to see, but I can also embed it. Now what an embed will do is it will make it so I can play it right out of this window. So you're going to see there's a lesson and then I can insert it. This is one of the nicer ones that allows you actually to just click yes or no and then the audio will start, but some will start automatically. So up here I need to have a title, so I'm going to call this comparing and ordering fractions, right? And then I can just publish that. So now what you're going to see is inside of, if I'll go back to here, inside of this folder, inside of the content area, I have comparing and ordering fractions. So if I clicked on that, I would be able to go in here and I'd be able to do the lesson right from here. I also want to show you one other way to search the OERB. So say we go back to that number sense enumeration folder, right? We can also go in here and go new, create a file, just like we did before. Same steps really. Insert stuff, and then OERB. The other way to search the OERB is by curriculum expectation. Again, I find it's always better to bring this box down a little, just to help me search, and then you can go browse by curriculum. When you go browse by curriculum, you can search by grade. So say we were to say grade 5, we can go back down and we can choose by subject. So I say mathematics, and then we can say choose and load the expectation. So if I said number sense, and you can even inside of here go right to the expectation you're looking for, and then when you look it up, you're going to see that there they are. Again, I always like to go to resource type filters. I get these interactive ones, and when I go down here, I can see there's a lot of them, right? Mathematics, doing math with money, right? Financial literacy. So as I go down, you can see that they have embed, practice on fractions, right? So when I do that, if I want one of these activities, I can just click on embed, And when I click on embed, you'll see that there's the activity coming up. This is all interactive. It's got links and activities built into it. I can then insert it. And so I want to call this fractions. And then I can publish that. When I do that, I can put it right inside of here, and now you're going to see that inside of that OERB folder, called in the number sense folder inside of OERB, I have two different activities. Now I'm going to show you the part that makes it really efficient. So what we don't want to get into is telling kids, okay, now go to content and go to this folder and this folder. D2L has done something very nice. So when you're in your news post, right, you can go new, news item, right? What we can do is this button right here. It's a big one. This is a quick link, insert quick link button, and it inserts a link to each tool inside of D2L. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So when you go in here, you're going to see here's all the tools in D2L. So because we're using the content browser tool, if we click on that, you're going to see there's our folders. Well, there's the OERB folder I created. There's a number sense folder I created, and here's comparing and ordering fractions. So if that is the one I wanted, it will make a hyperlink to that and say, I can say fractions activity. Now, when I publish that to my news post, right, and I can publish multiple at the same time if I wanted to. When the students go in, instead of them trying to find it, they just look in the news, they find the hyperlink, they click on it one time, and now they're directly into that activity, and they can go right from here. One thing you'll need to teach, especially primary students, is that they will need to, in order, once they complete the activity, in order to get back to that home page, if you want them back on your home page to do other activities, they just click on the blue house. And you'll see that there's that activity right there. So thank you for watching this short tutorial on how to put the OERB resources as a link inside of the news tool.